I might make some of my worst decisions in hot weather. I was just listening to the Tim Ferriss podcast, and he's talking about taking cold water baths and stuff. And that's supposed to shock the body into improving, like optimizing the body. Because that cold is supposed to be a big thrill and all that. I think it's kind of silly to risk getting sick by taking a 5-minute cold water bath, but I mean there is some truth to that too. You got to find that happy medium with cold and all that. But yeah, hot weather has always, it made me think. Hot weather's always been kind of a disaster for me because I would do and say terrible things that get me in trouble, like. When I was stationed in the military, I was stationed near Shreveport, Louisiana, and man, there were some terrible hot days. I like to exercise and I work up quite a sweat. I don't know, I generally produce more heat, probably more heat than the average person, especially weighing more than the average person and eating more than the average person. I'll produce a lot more heat, and in that, 90 days of 90 plus weather and just the mugginess and all that. Yeah, I made some really dumb decisions, just being a jerk. And I risked getting a bad performance evaluation, but luckily I found out that I could transfer bases early, so right before I left for my second base, they warned me. They were like, "Hey, we were gonna give you a bad performance evaluation, but we're gonna just hold off on that since you're leaving kind of early. You get a fresh restart where you went." I went and I ended up going to Okinawa, Japan, which is pretty darn hot too. So I made other dumb decisions over there, but at least they're a little more forgiving. In Shreveport, they weren't so much. They were really hounding me for making dumb decisions, just saying and doing dumb things. Like I had this one incident where I think I got a colonel fired or something. Some guy some guy's wife, ex-general. His wife drove through this gate, since I was like a gate guard and let people pass through and stuff. She was just like being all rude, I thought. So I was like, don't go to that. And she just wanted me to pass her through without checking anything, and I could see that she was clear to go, but then I just had to make the snarky remark that, don't go to that function with that attitude. And then she reported me, and I got all in trouble, and a colonel took a lot of heat for that, and he just decided to retire at that point. I guess he had enough. But I wonder, in all that heat, I wonder if I would have made a better if it would have been cooler, if the weather would have been nicer. I think I would have been more forgiving. I feel like a more forgiving person when there's no sun, when it's cooler out. Maybe a little rain too. That's always nice. I feel like more of a forgiving person when the elements are more in my favor. And I think it's pretty much my white genetics. People talk about all this racism and stuff, but I'm more of a climatist. It's like, if I get too far out of my own natural elements that my ancestors grew up in, then I'm miserable. I don't feel good. I don't like the hot, dry deserts. Some people do good in those. I don't like the jungles. People talk about the paradises of the jungles or the beaches, the sandy beaches of Hawaii, or I don't know, just anywhere that's got coconuts or whatever. I'm not thrilled about that stuff. I don't like that sun. I don't like that heat. I'd much rather just enjoy a mountainous, cold, cloudy day than anything else. I think I might make better decisions that way.